Hello and welcome to the official GrapeSEED Podcast. This will be another episode in our Deep Dive series where we take a look at a facet of GrapeSEED and go in depth on it. Today's topic is GrapeSEED's road to reading and writing. If you're teaching a single unit, it can be difficult to understand the whole journey our students are on and how what we are doing now connects to what our students have done already and, more importantly, what they will do in the future. The scope and sequence is a good place to look for specifics on what big picture skills we want our students to pick up along the way, but in this podcast we will discuss the big picture so that even if you are starting out in Unit 1 or a middle unit like Unit 15 for example, you will know how your teaching fits into the pathway designed for our students to be successful. In our trainings, as well as in this podcast and on the platform, we talk a lot about the emphasis we place on building a strong oral foundation of English for our students. But this does not mean that we avoid reading and writing skills completely. On the contrary, even from Unit 1, we start introducing reading and writing skills to our students. We simply want our students to understand what it is they are reading and writing. We believe that their learning is much more impactful that way. Imagine the reverse of this, where we force students to read and write without understanding the words themselves. In this case, they're sounding out nonsensical words and moving their pencils to produce a series of letters that mean nothing to them. Not very powerful. So what is our road to reading and writing? Let's start from the beginning, from Unit 1. Even though we don't have students even hold a pencil until Unit 3, there is so much we are introducing to our students from their first day of GrapeSEED. We start teaching our students some of the single-letter phonograms, helping our students associate the shapes of the letters with the sounds they make. And while we teach them the sounds, we also have them air-write the letters with their fingers, giving them physical writing practice even without an actual pencil. And that isn't all for Unit 1. We have our shared reading poems and big books, where we share the reading process and experience with our students. Through these, our students begin to get introduced to concepts of print. These are characteristics in any language that you can think of as simple rules for how a written language works. For the English language, these are things like text is read from left to right, top to bottom, and sentences start with a capital letter and end with a period. We won't be talking explicitly about these things with our students this early on, but through this shared reading process, students will start to figure these things out on their own. Unit 3 brings the first writer for our students to complete. And even though the name writer leads you to believe that the focus is on writing practice, it is actually secondary to reinforcing the phonics knowledge that students have been building since Unit 1. While they are getting their writing practice, we ask the students to also say the sounds of the letters they are writing, further solidifying their phonics knowledge.
Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. I'm sad to say goodbye. It was a good day, but now I will say goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.